Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the class of today. I hope everything is okay from your end. We're going to be looking at confidence in progress, not perfection. So, what is confidence? Confidence is self-trust. Yes. If you don't trust yourself, you cannot walk in confidence. Self-confidence is not arrogance. It is not loudness. It is not by shouting, but and it's not the something like I know everything. Confidence is just telling yourself that you can handle what comes next, even if not perfect. I will be able to handle what will come next, even if I'm not perfect. And this confidence does not just come overnight, it comes from repeated evidence, not affirmation alone. It comes from action words. You must be active, you must show that you are not just sitting in one spot and you are commanding confidence, because you will not have it. The type of confidence I talk about, this type of confidence is confidence that will happen only if you are action taker, because it happens after action. That's why confidence grows after action, not before it is. You cannot become confident by waiting until you feel ready. Yes, I said so. That confidence only comes when you must have taken action. You should feel confident because you moved away. You should feel confident because you started from away. So why perfection destroy confidence? You should be able to do use confidence in all that you are doing, not perfection, because perfection will always say, wait, don't start until you are fully ready that you will not make any mistake. Because if you start and you fail, you are a failure. Your worth is also tied to outcome when you are somebody who needs perfection or who wants perfection. You want to go extra mile to prove that you are perfect. It means that their worth is out is tied to outcomes, which is very, very, very bad. Any outcome that comes, you take it as an identity. You don't take it as an outcome. And this will create fear of mistakes, chronic self-criticism, paralysis and comparison. So it is a bad thing to do. So it is a bad thing to wait for perfection, because you find yourself acting like somebody who has somebody you end up acting as somebody who has comparison. The same comparison that we were talking about and saying we should not. If you too much like perfection, know that somehow you will begin to have comparison, because you start saying this person is perfect. He did not make any mistake. I am not perfect. You start criticizing yourself, because as we said, you will find yourself be that type of person who takes outcomes for identity. Because perfection will not also be confidence, it delays it. If you are looking for perfection, you will finally not have the confidence, it will delay it further. So never you take one of your standard to be perfection. Never you. Never you take one of your standard to be perfection. Because if you do, every step you take will just be like you are not enough because it is clear that those steps will have some failures in it. So imagine each thing you call yourself that you're not perfect enough. It's only because you have chosen a wrong value for yourself. So what is confidence in progress then? What is confidence in progress and not perfection? Confidence in progress means you measure growth, not flawlessness. You respect effort, not just result. You trust the process even when outcomes are messy. So that is the meaning of confidence in progress and not perfection. And it is the belief of I'm becoming if even if I'm not there yet. Is that confidence that makes you to know that I'll be there soon. Because you believe that all what they're doing daily is taking you closer to what you plan. Progress based confidence asks different questions. Did I show up today? Did I learn something? Am I slightly better than yesterday? If the answer is yes, confidence grows. Confidence is progress. Confidence in progress is built by one, small wins compounded self trust. Every time you act despite fear, your nervous system learns I can do hard things. That is confidence. Two, failure becomes feedback, not identity. Yes. When you walk by confidence, failure will always be a feedback. It will always be a response, never an identity. So whether you try and you fail, it will never be something that is tied to your identity. You just know that I failed today, tomorrow I'll do better. Consistency beats intensity. Confidence is not built in dramatic moments. It is built in boring, repeated, follow through. So if you are waiting for your confidence to build to be built in maybe in very quiet environment, in an environment where everything stands still, I want to manifest my confidence. You will hardly find it. You will hardly come by it because confidence isn't built in dramatic moments. It is built in boring, repeated follow up through. You stop outsourcing your work. You no longer need constant validation. When you build confidence, when you are one of your standard is you will act in confidence. You will not be waiting for constant validation that people should validate, people should clap for you, people should approve you before you move. Your confidence will come from alignment, not what people are saying. So the mindset shift from all this is I'll be confident when I succeed. That is progress mindset. I'm confident because I'm committed. One wins, the other works. One will wait and the other will work. I'll be confident when I succeed. That is a progress mindset. And it will happen when you are committed. But the perfection mindset will wait until he knows that he is confident before he plans to act. So go for the progress mindset, not perfection mindset. So in real life, all what we're talking about If you're that type of person, you will find yourself speaking even when your voice shakes. If you're that type of person who has chosen confidence, not perfection, you find yourself speaking even when your voice shakes is shaking. You shout before you are fully ready. You start before you are fully ready. You will allow yourself to be a beginner. You will stay disciplined on low motivations, and you will not just quit because it is imperfect. And by doing this, it is not weakness. That's maturity. Confidence is found at the finish line. So it is one of the last things that comes. And it is built in daily decisions to continue. Perfection will always ask, am I enough? Progress says I'm becoming, and that's enough to keep going. Stand for confidence. Perfection will kill you of your dream. Perfection will always kill you of your dream. I said perfection will kill you of who you are becoming. So you can be somebody who always want things to be done the right way. And at the same time, not being that type of person who waits for perfection before you start. So you're that person who knows that to do this, I always like it to be set. For example, if you're into restaurant business, you have a standard in which you always want the tables to be set. It is okay. But the type of perfection we are talking about here is perfection of until I have this type of design comes from UK. I'm not going to start this business because I want to start something that in my first shooting like this. No, there are people who are into restaurant business that they have a lot of items that they have seen and they wish it could be of great help to them. They wish just having it and bringing it into somebody's occasion can increase your standard. But they have started with what they have anyways. They are not stopped to say, I have not finally started because the cups I was waiting for has not arrived. I have not finally started because for the last past weeks, days, my mom has been insisting we should eat fruit and yesterday there was no fruit. That is not what we are talking about here. That's not what we are talking about here. We are talking about the one that you started acting while you are waiting for those perfect items that you really wanted it to use them along your journey. So go for confidence and know that confidence comes at the end of the finish line. Don't do perfection. Anything you have been waiting and wanting to be perfect in it, you have heard today that that thing is killing you. Go and start anyway.